Hello, and welcome back to GregTech New Horizons. I've been looking at recipes for a minute. There's a lot of interesting potential. So I was just checking Tinker's construct parts. Apparently crossbow should be made of carbon or something. But carbon dust and hydrogen can make methane, which can then be used in a gas turbine, which isn't that expensive. So I could use charcoal, and carbon can be made from charcoal in an electrolyzer. And charcoal dust is presumably not that bad. Yeah, macerator can just turn charcoal into dust. There's a lot of potential. I could turn charcoal into methane and use methane as fuel. Is one coal coke charcoal based power option. Yeah, nothing's sitting in these, right? Yeah. But the first thing that I need to do is get processing coke oven bricks, because I need hundreds of them. Or I need a mixer, but I kind of don't want to craft a mixer. I'd rather just try to shovel a ton of redstone. Because that's a lot simpler. Oh, that was a hammer. I should have shift clicked there. Whoops, that could have been bad. But now I can put more. I'm gonna speed up my shovel. If I speed up my shovel, I can dig clay faster. I'm gonna put 2 sets of redstone if I can. I don't remember if there's an aqua affinity effect, but this should be fast enough. I hope, even when I'm underwater. Yeah, that's fast enough. Magnet would be nice. I should look at the stuff to make a magnet. I have to do Thaumcraft though. And I don't know how much Thaumcraft that needs. I think I should change something real quick. Now I can actually hear the piston sound when I jump, which is not ideal. But I need to go collect as much clay as I can. I need 15 stacks. So once I have that much clay, I can start the necessary work for an electric blast furnace, which will be a lot of work. Because I'm gonna have to make 162 double cupronickel, which means that I'm gonna need 162 ingots of cupronickel. I'm gonna have to make a forming machine because that's necessary for the mica processing components. A lot to do. Which I'm expecting won't be terrible, but I figure might as well invest the time or make use of the time that it's spent processing and crafting, making coke ovens. Kinda should check that quest line more. think I should check real quick. It only makes 34 of these. What is this? Oh, so saying the advanced coke oven might not produce creosote. Though actually by that point in time I won't need creosote, because if I'm using creosote as power, it'll be replaced by, I think, benzene by then. Because that quest will produce benzene. So we no worry about the power from creosote. Yeah, it needs to turn down. Hello. How have you been? Ah. You were sick a few days ago. Are you still sick? Or is it a sick twice in a row scenario, which is maybe even worse? Oh, okay. So no more, psychological. Or whatever. Hopefully you can feel better, I don't know. It's always any form of sickness, whether it's whatever context, is always complicated. Ah, yes. Dread. Yeah. I can only hope that things work out. Because that's all that I think can really be done at this stage. Just hope that somehow things don't go as badly as they could. Well, it's from my side of not being in the US. And Canada's also... Oh, the other... Canada's in a weird state too. But not as, like, confirmed yet. I can only hope that it will go well for both countries. It's, yeah. Actually, I think the only... So, you know, assuming things don't go even worse, at least it's... Unless things, you know, are changed, it's only 4 more years, right? And then it could still be just as bad because other people are in control and but... That's, I don't know, the only positive thing that I can think of in the context. Even then, it's not that positive. Or in Canada, I think there's no, like, term limits officially, so who knows, but it's certainly gonna be I think at best it's gonna be a weird 4 years. At best, it's gonna be weird. I can only... imagine what it's gonna end up. Yeah. It'll at least be possible to not have to think about it at all times. What is with this mining? Why am I sometimes mining extra fast? I'm confused. That's at least a good thing. I haven't played World in a few... I think it's been months since I played, because I got to Iceborne and then I stopped because I wanted to start Generations Ultimate. Well, that's great. That's like... it's like, practically speaking, you've won. Obviously there's gear and stuff you can grind for, but... that's like the minimal... end game, right? I guess there's no like arc-tempered Fatalist, right? There's just Fatalist. Or Fatalis. I don't know what the intended pronunciation is. It's a lot of clay. I just don't know if that exists. I just think there's just one version of Fatalist or Fatalis, right? There's no super duper version. Super nightmare version. It went easy on them. Wow, actually, you know, if you remove the spines, people eat cactus salad. I've never eaten it myself. And it looks weird to me because it looks very crunchy. Like eating a fruit. But I know what you mean. It feels too much like a set piece. Like, having not fought Fatalist, it feels way too much like a set piece type of fight to really work as like a super boosted, for a super boosted version to really work. I should repair this while I'm here. Oh, are you saying there's like mods or something to make that? Because there are mods for World, right? Because I believe there's probably like DPS mods that people use to complain about other people. Which might not be mods, they might be external programs, I'm not actually sure. See, there's exactly one use case for those, in my opinion, and that's checking your own damage to compare it to other, like, play styles, weapons, etc. Just as, like, a numerical comparison. But any, like, comparison with other people instantly is, like, people will use that to complain or say they're better than other people. And it's also not really in the spirit of the game because it's not meant to be that numerical. Okay, I'm here to craft an electric blast furnace, which means I need copper nickel. Which means that I need ingots. Copper and nickel. Fairly simple. I don't think I have nickel yet. I'm gonna go collect some in the Twilight Forest. I feel like if that's a real dinosaur, I feel like I've heard of it. If it's a fake dinosaur, then I've probably never heard of it. I go to this. Yes, I've probably never heard of it. If you search more or less what you felt, there's apparently a Minecraft mod with about 8,000 downloads. No, that's Ark Survival Ascended mods. I didn't know CurseForge did Ark mods. I guess it makes sense. They got to have their hands in as many pies as they can. They gotta get that market control. I'm looking for nickel, right? Cooper nickel would be nickel? Yeah. I mean, generally it seems fairly, maybe not quite despised, but not, it's not very popular. I don't have torches. I probably should have torches. How'd that guy just die? That was weird. Like this, like Minecraft mod packs, CurseForge became a fairly common one, then has been since kind of made replaceable fairly effectively by other options, which is great. Like this mod pack can be handled without CurseForge, which is wonderful. It's weird that it's still, like it must be, no matter how it is now, it all started from, I guess, Forge, and then Forge got bought by Curse or something. There's a whole business side to it that is not very interesting to me. I think that's an interesting, if I'm remembering the name, like which mod that is correctly, it's a very interesting mod with how it's a weird mod to me, but it's interesting. Like, I think that's the one that turns all your food to garbage when you travel there. So it's like explicitly designed for the purpose of forcing you to build up your own stuff in the new dimension, I think. Which is interesting. It can be annoying when you're playing like a major, like, progression heavy mod pack, and then you have to travel there just to collect 4 things, but you can't bring stuff you've already made. But on its own, I think it seems really interesting. I never really messed with it much. Hello. Oh, there's witches everywhere. iron hoe, very helpful. Oh. I don't think the Between Lands is in this one. I think it was in... I think there was a mod pack called Sevtech Ages that had it, which was an interesting mod pack. It was very popular for a while. I'm out. Bye. I have enough, probably. Probably have enough nickel that I can leave. Oh, gravity. Please go away. Just get nickel to start making my Cooper nickel. An Infernal mod. The Infernal mod is one of those mods that I never expected to be common in a mod pack like this, because it's a very swingy mod. Which I guess swingy comes from, in my mind, it comes from role-playing games, so it's really not applicable here. But it's basically just indicating, you know, heavily impacted by chance. Okay. I still haven't updated to 2.71. Mostly because I don't want to deal with configs. What do these do? Oh, I spent a moment. There's a way to get... Okay, if I take... Okay, I can't spell. If I take charcoal, I macerate it. Which sounds funny because macerating is like, you can choose something to macerate, I think. Or no, it's masticate. And we can destroy it, turn it into charcoal dust. Nameless deity? Turn it into charcoal dust, turn charcoal dust into... methane? No. Charcoal dust can be electrolyzed into carbon. Carbon can then be used to make methane, and the methane can be used as fuel. So that might be an option. Nameless deity boss. Oh. Is it its own boss? Or is it Wrath of the Gods? Interesting, I've never heard of that mod. Is that a new mod-ish? Or is it fairly old? Oh, it's an add-on to Calamity. Oh no, there's a bunch of... I tried playing... A while ago, I tried playing the Calamity mod. I got very frustrated with a boss fight because I killed a boss, but it's a boss that comes back at like 75% HP, and it just wasn't fun at that point and I gave up. Because I think just give the boss more HP instead of reviving it with near full HP. Just simpler that way. I've never heard of that one. That's kind of... I wonder how old it is. When it was made. It was first posted in 2023. Yeah, that's fairly new. In the scheme of Terraria. So, I probably need to, yeah, macerate. I could get cobalt dust if I had a better macerator. I might? If I made a low voltage macerator, I could get cobalt dust, but I still can't do anything with it. Well, maybe I can do some with manulin. That'd be funny. Ooh, a catalyst. Actually, that's kind of cool. Centrifuge, packager. Yep, can't do anything with manulin. This needs to be cleaned. Then I can make cupronickel. I guess I should, nameless deity theme. It has to be some, like, somewhere in the range of EDM or like others that broadly in that sphere. Probably not EDM. I don't listen to EDM. The closest to EDM I've heard is a festival somewhere in town that could be heard from like several kilometers away at like 10 p.m. Maybe 11 p.m. after it was supposed to stop and it was an annoying noise. That's the closest to EDM that I really know. But it's very... It also has a bunch of I'd say auto-tuned music lyrics, but it might not be auto-tuned, it might just be whatever Vocaloids are, whatever that is considered. I don't know if it's a real person singing or not. It sounds like a real person that's been synthesized. Like heavy synth music? Okay, I got the nickel dust. I've got to clean it. Yeah, like it definitely doesn't seem like it's a singular genre. Okay, so I double this, that's 128, which is 2 stacks. Okay, perfect. So I can get a bunch of cupronickel. I guess I don't know a lot about these categories of music, but the word break feels fitting. It feels appropriate as a description of the song. I think core is basically just indicating the emphasis of the music. I really don't know what core means in a musical context. It's a lot more complicated than like rock or classic rock, where classic rock is just old rock. or rock before a certain point in time. Okay, cupronicles processing. Mica insulator needs bending, alloy, and forming press. I need to make a forming press. I might have enough motors already. Good. I wonder if I should make an actual better alloy smelter. Also, as a side effect, I should be processing treated leather at all times. I shouldn't just let it. Actually, I wonder if this breaks items if I hover down onto it. It's gentle enough, hopefully. I think every time I die, I drop a player head. Though one of those player heads was a quest reward. Something about oil. I think it was from a quest where there's a loot games mod where you have to, where there's like games, like what Simon Says is one term for it, but whatever the follow the colors sort of memory game. And if liquids flow into it, it decides you're cheating. It kills you and deletes your grave. And I think that's what the player head is referencing. Because you die, you get a player head. And the mod will kill you and destroy all your stuff. And it's stupid oil, I swear. So the oil can be flowing through terrain like this. And if it goes into one of those, it would be a problem if you're doing it, I think. But most of the player heads, like the ones in the pile over there, are from me dying. It's a weird mod from my impression. Like, do I not know how to spell, or is it not called that? Oh, tan leather. Okay, fair enough. Like, it's kind of lame that it does that. But it seems fairly avoidable as long as... Because the quest book in this mod pack tells you, make sure there's no flowing liquids. Which sort of compensates for the questionable, seemingly questionable nature. I don't need that. I don't need that. Forming press needs a bunch of these, needs a bunch of steel. Circuits, I need more vacuum tubes. Which needs more of these, which needs more glass. Glass is made with a bunch of stuff, but I want to check if there's a better way. Still glass dust. Yeah, I can't get... Once I have the forming machine, it will help a little. I could low voltage, but I can't do sand directly until medium voltage, so it doesn't help. Glass dust. Do I have glass already? Don't think I do. I think I used it all. But I have normal glass. I just don't have glass dust. Quartz sand and flint dust. I need like a stack of gravel. It's a fairly... It's a weird mod overall. It's very out of place. Oops, don't macerate my backpack. That would be bad. I could distract. So I need an electrolyzer. Or I need another method of getting carbon if I want to make a crossbow with carbon, which is I don't know all the materials in this mod pack. Supposedly carbon is a good crossbow limb. Fiery bowstring, thaumium, tough binding, and then whatever works for the body. I think I should just start leveling up a crossbow. Or do you level the crossbow or do you level the... I guess, do you level the crossbow and do you level the bolts or do you only level one or the other? I can't remember. I don't know if I've ever made a crossbow from Tinker's Construct when leveling was an option. Like a newer Tinker's Construct is kind of irrelevant. Because newer Tinker's Construct is just easier to make shurikens with like manulin, steel, bone, and another part. Where they just sort of one-shot everything. It's very silly. So you've nearly figured out within the constraints of the solar system simulator? Or from a scientifically accurate perspective? Okay, so within the solar system sim. Why is there a pig on my farm? How'd they get here? That's weird. No. I'll let them live for now. If they find their way off of my farm... because I don't need to eat. I have a magical axe that fills my hunger and saturation. I'm a... air-tarian? Doesn't really work. I only consume air, is the point. Okay, those went into process. Extra sand goes in here. What is... I don't know if this is a supposed... Oh yes, pseudoscientific practice called breatharianism. Breatharianism is the true real world claims, presumably not claimed anytime recently, but... Oh, as of 2017, 5 deaths had been directly linked to breatharianism as a result of Jasmahin's publications. Jasmahin has denied any responsibility for 3 of the deaths. Not 5, 3. Weird. I love Wikipedia for stuff like that, though. These, like, super weird beliefs. That they can just breathe air and not need to eat or potentially drink water. Oh wow, you should absolutely check it's also Inedia, Inedia, Latin for fasting. There's entire segments on multiple people who believed this. And there's some quote about all McDonald's are constructed on properties that are protected by fifth dimensional high energy / spiritual portals, encouraging the consumption of Diet Coke and McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese meal. But like, so the breatharianisms can consume McDonald's but not other food, according to this one guy. Super weird. It's one of the more niche beliefs that I've seen. I should go check my steel. I need to figure out what I need to produce. I need to use my alloy smelter to craft stuff, but I need this to process because I need nickel to process. It's all the whole process. Oh. I'm full on coal. No, I'm full on creosote again. But I have enough steel going that I can be fine for a little bit. I really need that semi-fluid, which means that I really need to focus on getting the blast furnace as fast as possible. I think what I need to do is remove this and have those process. So, you think that your brother helped you make a Sonic mod for Super Mario 64? I'm just confused by the I think at the end. Copper. Shoot, no, cobblestone here is not what I need. Cobblestone needs to be forge hammered? Yes, it's forge hammer that I need. What would it be like to make a base out of slimy leaves? Be kind of an interesting glass house adjacent design. Where did I put... mortar? Okay, electric bath furnace needs to be made. I should look at other stuff other than copper nickel. That's gonna need a bunch of crafting as well. Oops, that. And this goes into the macerator, yes. Okay, heat proof needs Invar, which is iron and nickel. Which is presumably just iron and nickel. Or not. I can't manually combine it, I have to figure out how to make it. Oh, do I need to make a mixer? I might need to make a mixer. Oh no, I can make tiny piles, that's fine. Iron powder and nickel dust. Ozonation. Whoa. What a... These multi-blocks are so cool. I don't understand ozonation purification, but it's great. So I can wash impure, which is forge hammering, crushed iron. Gravel and sand. 11 blocks. 8, 4, 10 per block, 110 invar. It's not that bad. See, 110 invar means 110 of those crafts, which means 110 nickel dust and 220 iron dust, plus another set of 10, so 120, and 240. Means a lot of iron needs to be processed. Energy hatches. Oh, lubricant. So I have to figure out how to get lubricant. I guess I could bucket oil? And then I think I wanted a brewery for something else, so making a brewery wouldn't be too bad. If I can make it. I can't make a brewery because I can't make a brewing stand. If I want to make a brewing stand, I'd have to do bombcraft, I guess. Okay, though, that's not even, that's not crazy far into the path. Probably better to just stick with cheaper stuff for now. Get that up and running. Yeah, distillery's probably better. And then make the brewery later. Oh. What am I doing that's consuming so much steam? Oh. Yeah, 2 stacks of that makes a lot of sense. I could boost my steam production a bit by making more solar boilers. Because I can get silver, so I can make half a dozen probably without too much effort. But that's not interesting. And I probably wouldn't have enough water, which would either mean another siding tank or making the improved water gatherer. The steam water pump produces 1500 liters per second. Steel instead of bronze, which doubles water output. Maybe I should do that. Get more water, which I will need anyway if I'm going to produce more steam for any reason. Figure out how big it is. 4x3, fairly small. Not even that expensive. I think I need a steam hatch for one of these other recipes that I had before. Yeah, as long as Coopernickel's working, that's the most important thing right now. I do need this to process, but that can wait. Wood, steel, 5 times, it's 40 steel for that, pretty cheap. Pumps water based on humidity. Does it just pump it out of thin air? That would be useful. Then I can feed that water into object, but how does it... Yeah, it has an output hatch. So I'd have to actually use pipes for the water, which is easy. Just use super large wooden pipes, I assume. That noise is really annoying down there. See, improve that. It's actually kind of... it's funny. Because the steam is falling down. Another option is to... Yeah, I never see it, because it's constantly... It was full for so long, I haven't seen that in a while. It's just... remarkable. I think if it was made now, it probably wouldn't behave that way. It would probably go up or something, or just diffuse. Okay, I'm trying to figure what I will need more steam, I think. So I think more water would be useful. Just temporarily. I can make a bunch of glass. I'll let this process. I'll go get silver. I'm gonna need to probably produce steam in a non-solar way soon enough, but I think I can get away with it for now to make a couple more. So I'm looking for cryolite, which is that one. I think I can get away with being just focusing on solar steam for a little longer. Bunny. Oh yeah, I don't have torches. I do have torches, that's surprising. Oh. That's always surprising there. Oh, oh. What is that? That's a weird, bug? Oh no. Fell down the hole. I've never seen that before. But not F3. F2 is what I wanted. I've never seen that bug before. On any mob. Actually, that's a vein for sure. It's a fairly unique issue. Oh, more living. To turn those on. What is the elevation for cryolite? It is 5 to 35, so I am in the range. Don't know what the cryolite itself is used for. Blocks of cryolite, molten aluminum. This is used for aluminum? Okay, that's important. Or potentially valuable. So it's actually worth... Ooh, what's that? Tanzanite. So it is actually pretty important. So collecting silver, because I'm lazy, is actually not a total waste of time. It's actually a very efficient use of my time, because I have to mine this anyway. These boots are so good. Okay, these tiny ores are such a problem. They give so much that is completely worthless. Takes up all the inventory space. It's not worthless, it's just not important right now. That should be way more than enough silver. We can make a bunch of advanced... A few more advanced solar boilers to just make it work for now. And then I can... Oh, goodbye. Oh, actually, I don't have a way up, do I? Because I drop down right here? Or somewhere? Yep. Aluminum. Raven. They're important. You have to murder a raven to make a map. Or map focus or something. It's pretty funny. Okay, so there should be enough silver to make boilers. No, 2 or 3 more should be way more than I need. Actually, no, I need like 1,600 for what I currently supply. I think it's 1,600 steam. Oh, actually, there is a chance that these have calcified. I haven't checked in a while. They have. Okay, that's part of the problem. It just took so long before they calcified that I completely forgot that was a mechanic. We'll have to make a new chest for here soon. But I just need a wrench. Do I not have a wrench here, or am I unable to see? Maybe I have one in my backpack? I have 2 wrenches in my backpack, as always. Oh. Wait, what? Oh. Let's just pick them all up. Okay, so those will take a little bit to kick back on, but then they will be fine. Iron chests are cheaper now. I don't have to make all these screws. I need a bunch of plates, though. Ooh, I wonder how my EU's going now that I don't have any steam production at all. Okay, what is the iron chest recipe? It doesn't have a type, so it should be number 1, I assume. It seems to be what the case is. If it doesn't have a category, it's just number 1. Okay, that finished good. No, okay, I am producing steam, so it's fine. These are producing enough to get started. Not enough to actually fulfill the needed job. Cobaltite dust. Interesting. Does nothing. Don't know. I wonder if I should restart. Because the cobalts appear to all be broken, even in here. Okay. Seems not really doing much better. Okay, these consume a lot per second. This produces an amount per second. Yeah, I think I need 2 or if I have 3 more advanced solar boilers, that would definitely be enough for the EU to maintain forever. I could also just make a couple of really small, low pressure. I can look at the quest. They need 72 low pressure boiler tanks, so I can make a few right now anyway. I think I'm good delaying that a bit. Deal with that later. Make a bunch of these. Well, the input would have to be here for now. Which looks viable. See, at 1 by 1 by 1, I can't do... I can only do a max of 1 more on each. So if I temporarily, just for testing, grabbed some buckets of creosote, how will it behave? I need actual output. I need to figure out where the output works. Oops, bad jump. And figure out where it outputs from. Either outputs from the upper part or the lower part. It's probably the lower part. But I just have to learn. Oh, this can carry 16 buckets. And they need water. So I'm not even going to start those. Will they accept water from here? Oops. It doesn't actually become a multi-block until you put the... Okay, we'll fill with water. Do I have any bronze plates? Don't think so. Let's stick with bronze for now, because it is convenient. I'll make like the largest I can to replace all of these and just flow it through there for now. These can all be replaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of the largest variety that I can make. Which will need a fresh hammer. I could make higher tier pipes probably. But I think the large ones are good enough for now. I can do that. It's such a large. Oh, it's funny looking. So I can start producing steam with this. See how one behaves. It's obviously not going to be as good as a max size. Boiler, but it should be like 10 per second or 10 per tick. Which is, if it's 10 per tick, that's actually pretty decent. Make sure it doesn't explode. Wait, no, I'm here for the bronze. Ooh. I guess I don't actually have steam to sustain 24 EU per tick right now. Okay, this will get it moving a little better. Once it starts producing. Those pipes look comically oversized. This should be gated by those, which is its own issue. Oh, these not auto output? Or is it... To check. Okay, they don't auto output. So I have to set up an actual output, which is fine. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But Does it auto output? It also, I think it still doesn't auto output though. You know, with falling steam. Oh, okay, so it just takes a while. And since it's not only, it has a huge buffer, I guess. Well, I guess that works. That will help a little. I just need actual. This is not the right way to do pipes. I should use higher tier. What? Steel pipe. 4800 versus. Oops. 4800 steel's probably better. But I'm gonna stick with it. It's all very specific. I guess it makes sense that it. I'm just surprised for some reason that it actually outputs from the top when steam falls down in this world. It's actually the worst way I could have ever set this up. Like obviously these being big pipes would be better because that's where it feeds through instead of running it this way. Ooh, 500 Celsius almost. That's really hot. That's like incredibly hot. Better. Good. Almost enough steam. Seems pretty efficient on creosote for now. Okay. Not what I meant to click, but whatever. Okay, so this should all be flowing just fine. I hope. That looks bad. That would be interesting. Making it so that any like open face like this leaked steam. So you have to actually make sure it wasn't set up like that. It'd be frustrating, but interesting. Okay, good. Net steam, which is also because this isn't running, so I'm not burning any EU, but that's still a step in the right direction. Where did I put... I would have thought I would have put it in the bottom section, but did I put it nowhere? I had a bunch of living wood. I must have put it in a weird spot. Okay, here's the weird spot for now. Well, I can find it later. Okay, steam is once again doing better. I could really replace some of these pipes as well. This was all a test? Surprised this doesn't burn me. So will this complain if I do this? It will. Figures. It is smart enough, though. You can't do that. Do I have better water supply? Boiler. How much water does it give me? Liquid fueled boiler. Does it? No, I'd have to check documentation online to see how much water it uses. Or I could check in the quest book, maybe. I don't have enough. Okay, so maybe I can... 160. It's fairly high production. That should work for now. This 160 is maybe better than the... Unless it's the same for everything. Which, if it's the same for everything, I mean, that's fair enough. Okay, more pumps would be the right choice. Because more pumps would... If I make more pumps, I can actually start automatically pulling out of the tanks into boilers. Because I just need to figure out the production rate. Because 1 to 160 seems not bad. I just have to figure out where that sits compared to... the siding tank, and if I actually need... Actually, no, 1500 per second. And if I made it out of steel, it would be 3000 per second. Would be over... simple math. I didn't grab all the... whatever. 4000 per second. 3000, it would be over 4500 per second for steam. And that would be way more than I need. For now. Okay, the creosote. That will help for a little bit. It's not really necessary, but it will help. So I was checking these. Low voltage energy hatch needs lubricant. That's not bad. Maintenance hatch is kind of a pain, but not bad. Input is an output. Is an input, is an output, is an input, and is an output. It's made an assembler. Okay. Oh, that's really cheap. Okay. But I need glue, which I think... Unless it's... Ooh. It's refined glue or polyethylene. Which means that... I guess I can centrifuge the slime balls for the refined glue. Okay. And that's the better way to get rubber, isn't it? Okay. It's not bad. Ooh, can I do the... I can do the green blocks directly. Okay, that's really easy. That's a way better way to get glue. Okay, so I can get the glue for the hatches. That's not a problem. Input, output. Input hatch, output bus. The bus is a chest. Input, output, input bus. Those are the in items. So the blast furnace itself is fairly straightforward. The cupronickel blocks need a forming machine, but other than that, they don't look too bad. If I can get the quartzite, I think I can have third quartz ore. And I have some already, but not enough. So the mica needs that. Actually, maybe enough. Asbestos is just processing asbestos. Mica pulp is not bad. Okay. So I need to pick a starting point and work from there. I could start with the energy hatches, but I think I want to start with the machine casings, which means I need a bunch of nickel, which I should have. No armor. Did my chest plate break? I guess it probably did. I wouldn't have put it in a random chest, so I probably should do that at some point so I don't die so easily. That'll process more bricks. So, pyrite, crushed, roasted nickel ore. That's from the garnierite? Yes. That has to have some other use. Okay, but I have the cupronickel. I have all of that for the coils, so I can leave that where it is. So I need 220 invar. Which seems like the simplest way is... Okay, mixers 2-to-1 to make 3 dust. That's totally worth it, isn't it? 9 small piles makes 2 and a fraction out of 2 and 1, so the mixer is way better. Because 2 and 1 makes 3, and I don't have to craft it. Circuits, everything else is simple. Circuits are circuits, so it means that I can go back to what I was distracted from. I was going to make glass. Make as many glass tubes as I can, which would be a stack. That's not right. Okay, that'll make me a ton of glass tubes, which I can use to make a bunch of these. So it's 8 per ingot. So 6 ingots can make 64 if I bring... So 4, 8... If I'm making 64 of these, it'd be 8 times this, which would be 32 each of these. And 4 of these, I think. 32 steel rods, 32 wires, 32 tubes. I don't trust that math. Because I don't trust my math ever. But... so those will process, then I'll have enough. Didn't I? Yep. That should get me a stack of vacuum tubes. Sub 24 resistors, that's plenty. I need more red alloy cables. Which, ooh, more chests. 9 of these. Oops, not 9 of those. 9. 9 on tier 2, that's fine. That should be 2, which means 2 sulfur dust. 21. How is my steam? Minor net negative. Steam there is fine. This one is outputting. It all looks fine, so I just need more. I just need more, which is it's a very acceptable problem to have. It's really slow, but okay. It's 24. Good. Because that's processing. I'll get all those and I can make circuits. I have a bunch of steel casings that I messed up with at some point. And then I need more circuit boards. Glue. I can use refined glue, which would need me to move the centrifuge over. I can use normal glue. 1152. I can get normal glue 144. 8. 8 slime balls per craft. That's not bad. Do need more wood pulp though. Oh wait, I don't need to chop the tree down. I already chopped down a bunch. I can grab from a barrel. I actually planned ahead. Like, I could chop a tree down. Wouldn't be a problem. I wonder if I could climb to the top to fix that using a hang glider and a... a hang glider and a slime sling might be able to rocket out, hang glide in, go up by a couple levels at a time maybe. So I could get rid of that loading part of the tree. Might work. But now I have to process a bunch of wood pulp. I also want to process a bunch of silver, but I'll do the wood pulp first. second. Wait, 48 in 32, 1.5 seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this recipe set? 5. These recipes are absolutely a lifesaver. Boiler chassis. What are these used for? Advanced boiler, low voltage, produce 750 liters of steam per second. Fuel with burn times greater than 500 is more efficient. Doesn't explode if there's no water. I think they mentioned that those are not efficient. No, that's large bronze boilers that are weird. Did I do the math very wrong? No, I didn't. Okay, good. It's vacuum tube recipe. Excellent. Now I just need to make a ton of circuit boards. Which is copper foil, which is a bending machine 1, bending machine 10. Yeah, bending machine 10. Let's work with half of that, sure. Okay. Probably need to start collecting rubber, not processing it through this anymore. Start centrifuging it for the other rubber output. I figured how I wanted to handle that later. Probably dedicated machines, but I don't know, I'm checking these. I'm waiting for this. Okay, circuit boards will be fine. I will need slime balls. I should really be putting those away. I certainly hope this would these count as trees for like forestry tree farms or something. That'd be very helpful. Okay, slime can go in here. Half this is going to be turned into slime balls. The rest becomes rubber. I'll grab those later. 1 stack is enough for 2 crafts, which is more than I need. Okay. So the circuit board recipe is number 6, 32, and 8. Which means 64, 13 with 8 slime balls per recipe. And I assume the extractor. That'll be fine. Except something's complaining. This one, okay. Take that out. No soft hammer. Well, it'll finish this first, so that's fine. Now that's not gonna run if this is doing this. 8, 16. What I'm looking for... Where is my soft hammer? It's probably in a random location. Or I broke it. Very possible. No, it's in a random location. Yeah, 'cause that's 16, that's a lot. Fairly slow recipe, but it's 8 per, so it's decent. I should be able to craft the circuits I need now once I have these. Just very slow. Just takes a very long time. Do these give fall damage reduction? To compensate for the jump height. They do. Quite convenient. Nope. Don't need all those right now. But I can carry them. So mixer, got those, the machine, glass, motor. Wrought iron and steel. I should just make a bunch more of those at one time instead of making them as I need them. Actually, it's 9 per low voltage. Machine thing. Excellent. Fix the backup actually backuping, which is great. Not having backups is worrying. That was a mistake. Steel is good. Wrought iron plates. Okay, the mixer won't be too bad. I guess while I'm crafting the mixer, I could probably try to start crafting the forming press, which will need even more steel, so, or steel plates, so that's gonna have to wait. As always, I think tin wires are a consistent sticking point. Unless I dump them in a random chest. $24, $16, those can't both run at the same time. That'll be fine now. So, got... both these need normal. One of those, then... tin... cables. I think cables have probably always been an issue with, or one of the more necessary steps to like deal with in every IC2 based mod and mod pack. So yeah, so like it's like you want to craft probably stacks of them, but then you want to switch back and forth between, you want to be working on something at all times and not just running that. I assume it gets better later just because of having more materials to, having more tech to make these machines, but it will always be its own, oops, I don't, oh whatever, I'll get rid of that. It'll always be its own struggle. Assuming I can do this, so can you only extract, I guess you can only extract power from one side, right? I guess that for now, just to have it all working, I should put it here. I wonder what the, I think if I looked at the highest real tier, I kind of wonder what quantum wires, okay. 134 million EU per tick. Made from quantium, hot quantium, quantium dust. That's just an ore. That's actually really surprising. I'm surprised that even at that point it's still just a one tier ore with a little more processing, but it's not a 15 level deep recipe at that point. Okay, I need the mixer for something. Can't remember what anymore. Definitely not lubricant. Lubricant was the distillery. I think I was looking at Invar. Invar dust is a lot better with a mixer. 2 iron dust, 1 nickel dust. Okay, so much garbage in my inventory as always. Oh, I thought I couldn't. Or is it going to be one of the weird Invar recipes where... Oh. I somehow just didn't see Invar. Why did I not see Invar? I missed the alloy smelter somehow. Well, that's way simpler, though. It's not the end of the world. The mixer is useful for making clay. Oh, okay, if I can do that, then what do I... If I start from here, can I... Macerator, do that, clean it. Yeah, I can do both dusts. So clean all this. Shoot. Well, wonder where that went. Did it go into my inventory? Doesn't look like it did. Did it go into this hopper? Oh, he has an absolute ton of wood pulp. Probably should stop that processing at this point. I don't need that much wood pulp. Well, it's not actually that bad to have, but I don't need it right now. Okay, I have my nickel. Yeah, one of the iron dusts definitely got cleaned. And then it got banished into the ether. Oh, there it was. It's something for sure. That'll take a while. But I can get the Invar, make it in the alloy smelter. Makes 3 for every 2. 2 stacks will get me 180, so I need even more than that. I need a lot, I think. Actually, the mixer can get me better flat dough, I think, if I supply it with water. Oh, water is still... Okay, steam is still underproduced. So I probably could benefit from more water production and more boilers. I am running 2 multi-blocks, or was running 2 multi-blocks. An alloy smelter and maybe some more. It was a lot. Okay, but this is the awkward transition point. I want to produce power. I probably should just settle for making that quest, the part for this quest. Which the actual quest itself only needs a bunch of charcoal, so that's not... I don't even need to craft this, but... I should make the liquid fueled. No, I wasn't going to do liquid fueled, I was going to do solid fueled. So the liquid is not what I want to expand. If it is solid fuel, I don't actually have solid fuel to work with. So it actually just doesn't scale with what I want to work with going forward. That needs to be filled up. Oops, do not alloy smelt that. That could actually become an issue. Okay, forming press. I have almost everything. I just need this. 6, 7, or 3, 4, 8 plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 rods. I don't have steam to actually do any of that. Okay, that's not running anymore. So I have a net gain. Good. That is 1,280 liters per second. No wonder I'm going through all of my steam when I produce barely more than that, or not even that much. Really shouldn't surprise me that I don't have enough steam when I'm running that constantly. Okay. I could put the coal boiler. And that's actually kind of helpful. That, 2 small steel. Which... yeah, just turn this off for a minute. Because then I can get the steam to make another advanced. So triple, needs double, needs normal. Okay. This should process just fine. Yeah, 400 liters per second should still be a net gain. Just give me a silver. I can then make into plates. Okay. Yeah, it'll sit for a while. A bit of silver. I thought I still had... yep. I don't actually need to process this right now. I just need to... each of those 3, 6, 9, or 3, 6, 9. That actually should be enough. Ooh. Interesting. Why does that not? It's definitely connected to power. Low voltage. Interesting. Clearly missing something here. It could be that it isn't connected, though it definitely should be. Huh. Something else that I'm just ignoring. NC. NC is the same. Could it be that that's just too much stuff connected? Okay, that one is clearly there. Connected. Hmm. Oh, I know what happened. That's what happened. Is there even a clear indicator on the front? No, there isn't. Kind of feel like it would benefit from a... Like if that line is only there when it's stopped, it would be helpful. There must be something somewhere indicating that it was shut down or like otherwise it's kind of unclear. Okay. 3 more and then I can make boiler, which will be good enough for now. But I will still need more water. Which can either be make a bunch of siding tanks, which is pretty cheap and therefore way easier. But also kind of uninteresting. Iron, bronze, tin. Let's make a few of these. I should have tin. Guess I used it all. Or no, I carried my inventory already. 10, 10. And I'll make 9 more. Let that go. Siding tank is follow. Yes. Very cheap as well if I make it out of congealed blue slime. So 13 craft, 13 steel, 26 steel rods. I think making one more is simpler, but the multi-block is interesting. I think I'll make the multi-block in the future when I actually when it seems more necessary. 'Cause I think for now I can get by with that, but I'll probably need more steam later. And when I need more steam, it'll be a good time to scale up water production. How much will I need? Isn't there just a normal quest for solar panels? One EU per tick max is not very good. And it's a medium voltage craft. Greg Tech solar panels. Project Red. Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm assuming it's a component for the future, though. Like these are used for something that's useful. 10 RF per tick for photovoltaic cells is pretty bad. A distiller. That's not even craftable. It doesn't even look like it turns into much. I think solar being bad is fair. Like, if you want to push past low tier stuff and then you can support it with infinite solar later, that's a choice that I assume can be made. What is... I hate this specific craft. I've never ever been able to remember the order, despite the fact that there's color. Might as well put that in the compressor. I didn't actually know I could put it in directly. That was actually an accident. I forgot that this is the input over here. I didn't realize there was actually a slot right there. It's kind of cool. Well, that'll give me that. Yeah. Like, solar is sort of... It's super convenient, obviously. And I don't hate it being an option. Like in, Factorio, for example. It's sort of just... Early game becomes... For me, my experience is it becomes Solar City and you just place as many solar panels as you can, get accumulators, and then power is solved until you move to nuclear or move to fusion. Which also fusion's probably a little weird in how it's set up in Factorio. As a space station, as a space fuel, I think it's perfect, but outside of that, it's way too simple. Once you have it set up. I guess I could put this right here. Oh, wait, no, I definitely can't put that right there. Yep. Well, I guess it gets some sunlight. Oh, I wish these, darn. I wish these blocks could be placed when you were standing partway in. Okay. No. I'm a very competent jumper. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I can't shift into that block, despite the fact that it's clearly not a full block. Okay, there's more steam. I might need better pipes here. That is more. These are just 360. This is more than that. But it should be okay for now. Actually, if I look at this. It doesn't seem very consistent. It goes down a bunch, then it jumps a ton. Photonic solar panels. UHV produces 524,000. Actually, that's actually probably a pretty good example of why it's probably not relevant. Produces 500,000, but to craft it, it costs 4.3 billion. You would need 4 of those solar panels to provide enough energy per tick just to craft one. Which is pretty remarkable. I'll let that go for now. Okay, the mixer can go back up. I got distracted. Forming press needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of those. Eight, but I use some of them for the other stuff. I should be able to make the forming press, which should be the last. I think this is the last machine that I have to make. And then I can definitely start getting to work. On crafting these components. Oh wait, no, I still need the distillery. Because I still need to be able to make the lubricant. Where's the recipe for the distillery? Actually, where's the recipe for lubricant? I thought it was here. But clearly it wasn't. Was it over on the left? No. Oh, there it is. Lubricant. Oh, cutting machine is something I'm not using. You can make lubricant out of oil, seed oil, fish oil, or creosote in a distillery. But if you can craft a brewery, which I can't because I need magic, I'm not focusing on magic today. Low tier energy hatches. I guess they want me to do distillery and oh, this or this. Okay. Okay, I could also search for a brewing stand in a dungeon. Oh, is there an armor quest line? Because I'd much rather make the brew. Oh, I need to make both probably, but I want to make the. I want to make that recipe, the brewery instead of the distillery. Is there only one composite armor? Yes, just the composite vest, not additional components. To make steel armor. 2652. It's just more durability. I don't think it's necessary. Really don't want to spend too much time messing with gear. Oh, I should make a crossbow. That's what I should do. Carbon crossbow. Carbon dust. I think the easiest way there was... I can probably get it from... Actually, I have a centrifuge now, so I could centrifuge purified graphite to get carbon. I could distillery to get methane gas from ethane. I think the electrolyzer seems like the most approachable source. It's mostly graphite. It's not even that expensive. I shouldn't figure this out what I want to do. I think I should just accept making the distillery for now and focus on the blast furnace so that I can get power. Actual power would be a good idea to focus. Not bad, I have those. I need a bunch of stuff, but... Okay. Distillery's the way to go. Is that any better? I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not better. It only gets better once we get to the component assembly line. Electrolyzer. Gas. Turbine. It's fairly cheap. Okay, that is water, mercury, chlorine. None of those are super duper easy. Water, sodium. Seems like the easy early way. Getting sodium might be difficult though. Yeah, I don't think sodium's easy. Lanthanum and hydrochloric acid. Methane gas, which is what I'm trying to get to. I don't think I should try to get hydrogen yet. It's basically telling me I should wait. Uric acid is... It's just... I need to not get distracted by these chemicals. There's too many chemicals to look at. I'll have to figure that out at some point, but right now is not the time. That should be processing at all times. Guess I can check if I still have a net gain or not. Yeah, I think I still have a net. It is close. Let's just... We need lubricant. Lubricant needs a distillery. That is non-negotiable. Seed oil, fish oil, creosote. Creosote oil. It's just creosote, right? It's not a different liquid type, is it? Yeah. I'm definitely likely to run out of steel because I'm not keeping on top of coke ovens, so I guess I need to make sure I'm even more on top of them than I have been if you've ran out. Because you were clearly seem to be much more on top of steel production than I've ever been, because I do not work it. Okay, so, oh yeah, didn't you have to spend like hundreds of steel for your oil? You mentioned? I don't remember if it was for the pipeline or just for the engines themselves, but you did mention that it took a lot. Yeah, that's a ton. Okay, that's 192. I need more than that. Because I guess my EBF, I won't even be able to run it once I craft it, but I might be able to craft it with the steel that I have. Oh, because because running it's gonna be weird with how I'm trying to delay. Yeah. Just set up another 4 brick blast furnaces. Totally necessary and worth it, right? And then wait even longer because you'd have to wait no matter what, but... Okay, that should be enough Invar. Yeah. It would be very silly to make... Yep. It'd be silly to make a bunch of brick blast furnaces for that. And I'm kind of wondering what the speed is, how it changes. There's way too many types of steel. Okay. Brick blast furnace takes 5 seconds with one of these recipes. Oxygen gas. With nothing, it turns steel dust in 50 seconds, which is a lot better because it doesn't need creosote as well. You can make EV becomes crazy. Oh no, not wrought iron. Which I guess is not pig iron. So is that's the oxygen path or the EV level? Yeah, that's way faster. I guess oxygen's probably not the most complicated. Requirement. Unless there's some other way to get it. Oh, yeah. Compressed air. Oh, you can make nitrogen gas pretty easily from compressed air. Makes sense. I kind of want to see what the... water recipe is. I can only guess electrolyzer. Yeah, water empty cell gives hydrogen and oxygen. Which actually, that would give me hydrogen. And I was looking for hydrogen for... ethanol? Not that type of ethanol. Okay, no, not ethanol. Oh, it was carbon dust. Carbon dust. With hydrogen can produce methane. That's it, methane. Which seems like it could work. Seeing that hydrogen is just the... hydrogen can be made from the electrolyzer. Oops, that's not right. Yeah, well, previously I was trying to figure out how I could get hydrogen specifically for... because I can turn, in theory, it might not be the right path. I can turn charcoal into carbon. The carbon and the hydrogen make methane that I could use as fuel as like an early option, maybe. Probably not the way to go, but it's an option. And I couldn't figure out where hydrogen could be gotten, but electrolyzer is the answer. 64, 128, 2, yeah, plenty of Invar. Which means I need to start making these into plates, And is the lathe slow? No, no, the lathe is very slow. Okay, so I need 12 frame blocks, 96 invar, I'll let that run while I am waiting. Which is a bad idea, because I don't have enough EU to run the bending machine at the same time. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'd rather actually use the bending machine for its intended purpose, rather than focus on the tiniest bit of efficiency. Well, I'm gonna definitely break the file. Oops, what the heck was that? We have 3, which means a stack and 29. Actually, so what is hydrogen directly? Yeah, 20,000 is not great, but it's probably enough. I think 20,000 to the improved amount is probably worth the effort if I wanted to actually use it as fuel. But maybe I shouldn't. Okay, there's the invar rods. Okay, it did craft that. Oh shoot, it's double. I did it wrong. I made twice as many as I needed. Well, I can probably use them for other stuff. Or I very much can't use them for literally anything else. Well, making a second one's not actually that bad. So that's fine. Yeah, so it's actually, for what could have been an annoying waste, it's actually not that much of a problem. Okay, water is still fine, steam's doing well, except it's definitely a net loss right now. Okay, if it's 26, 52 means 12 less. So stacks of 52. It's kind of silly. There's no point in doing that. Just do full stacks. One, two, three. It's so many. Actually, a stack of oak wood is it? It's remarkably challenging to get a stack of oak wood if it needs to be oak and not just any log. Yep. Oak wood. Because I don't live near oak trees. I can grow. Oh, yeah. So they definitely don't grow. It's blocks like this, but they can still grow near wood, I guess. Which is interesting. Okay, what are they telling me here? You want a fully automated infinite source of power. Power output of a fully renewable power gen like this are not as efficient as oil. Yeah. I think I will probably mess with both as necessary. I need to finish these quests, get them checked off. Where's my bone meal? Bone meal here. Because that quest suggests there is chemicals that it's beneficial to go this renewable path for. Which makes it interesting. Got 2 saplings from that. That's kind of remarkable. Not surprising, just remarkable. Okay, that's enough. Okay. That's not the right chest at all. But quest 2 done. What are they suggesting? So I don't need apples right now, so I guess I would do spruce. So I'm not going to do the crop manager right away. Because I don't have EU supply for it. 5 blocks. 11 by 5 by 11. Interesting. That quest is complete. 494. it's super laggy to craft those. Not even halfway there. It is probably a ton more work, but cheaper maybe than oil, at least in terms of steel so far. Okay, I've got my Invar. I need... why not? Might as well craft them all. No reason to leave them as the frames. Although if I do set up the steel as well, or the oil as well, I'm going to still have to pay that price, so it's not really going to save anything. Oh, good point. I guess it saves on hammers. But it costs... I had 16 EU. Maybe I could have done it. I think I dismissed it because it didn't seem hugely impactful. But I guess saving the hammers is not bad. What am I doing? I've been carrying this for a long time. You want to eat this, cat? Okay, but I made those. Okay, that one's definitely not worth it. Need more circuits. Oh, do I make the cutting machine? Just more and more things that I could craft. Did I even make the form machine? Did I make it and put it here? I did. This is useful for something. Can I use it for these? No. Medium voltage extruder, fluid solidifier would be maybe. Medium voltage, good. Cutting machine would need to be supplied with fluid. I think I'm gonna live without it for now. I will eventually need to properly get access to that, but that can wait until I have an actual long-term power base that isn't living on the roof of my Steam base. Which actually, that's where it's gonna be. I can make a nice basement too. I think I want to make another pickaxe and make it silk touch. Maybe this is better uses for silk touch. What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, I need to check if I have enough creosote. Stop stalling. I should just get either pumps to get. Creosote. Is it a? I'm assuming it's not a hot liquid. Oh, yeah, 'cause I'm moving it through wood anyway. So wood pipe. Yeah, it's just planks. Those are soft mallet. Oh yeah. Can't remember if the soft mallet is made with bars or not, but I never did craft one. But with this, I should be able to. Oh, I guess you can't shift on those. I'll check, but check again. But yeah, you can't. Interesting. Very specific. Oops, Switch's hand is back. Oh, but I'm standing in the block that it has to be placed on, so I can't place it. Well, take the damage. It's a little annoying that they take up the full block. Okay, I need to make pumps for that. That I can then repurpose later. I need a bunch of pumps anyway. Rubber ring, rubber sheets. Do I have a better way yet? A bending machine, which is helpful. I haven't made a fluid solidifier yet. It would help a lot. But I think I'll just stick with this for now. I need to process some sulfur soon. Just give me a bunch of sheets. I need more sulfur soon. Okay. Each pump needs 2 rings, and that's it. Motors. Motors are assemblers. They don't help with anything. Which one do I have? I'll have to craft more of those later. Bronze fluid pipes. You know, that's fine. Wait, is that fine? Yes, it is fine. Most of the stuff for more of these. I thought I made more red alloy, but I guess that was the restrictor last time. Okay. Okay, more bricks. Plenty of steel casings. So now I see more these. This burns 24. That's... Congratulations. That's... Yeah, it's gonna take a lot. Considering my infrastructure. Well, I mean, I guess technically I have been working on it this whole time. Mostly, but... It's definitely a... It's definitely a task. I have that. There's a lot of steps. I guess the lubricant probably helps a lot when you have oil production. Or the lubricant, when you already have oil set up, probably is less of an issue. I should move those. I think I'm just gonna bucket. I might just bucket oil for now, if that even works. Yeah, processing up there. Yeah, I can definitely... Did I put 18? I thought I put 27. Oh well. I can definitely say that it's probably not the correct choice to completely delay making any real power until after. It's definitely better to... I can definitely see it going more smoothly. Because then you probably don't have as much... It's probably less cases of... Oh no, I can't run more than one machine at a time. Oh no, my steam is completely running out. There's my bronze. Oh wait, no, I was using those for this. Tin and tin. Tin. Oh, whatever. I have so much tin. Just make a bunch of plates. Oh wait, is this running? 8 EU. That should be fine for now. I'm glad that as long as my Steam has enough of a buffer, I can do 32 EU per tick. I just don't have enough Steam to support it for very long. Probably too focused on the semi-fluid generator. What does this save? What does the molten polyethylene? Tumbaga? Oh. There's the shutdown. But it... Am I running another one? Well, I thought I could do 32, but I guess not. Oh wait, is it because it's too many wires so the amps drop it to like 31 or something? So I can't actually supply 32 because I need better wires. If I switch to the red alloy, redstone wire, redstone alloy, one of those, it would be fine. But yeah, just delaying proper infrastructure just for the sake of that is not the right choice, I think. It's not having real power. Hasn't been a problem yet, but it will be. an issue very quickly once I need to actually use the blast furnace. Oh, makes sense. I hate this. It does a very good job, a very bad job of clearing out the crafting station. That's the expected amount. I'll set up only one of these for now. So we set to import. Did I break the wrench? Or is the wrench stuck in here? The wrench is stuck in there. Okay. So now I can go pick up a tank full of creosote, bring it back, and not really improve that much because I still can't produce creosote. Or I can't produce coal coke. Yeah, that's working. Or not. Oh. Now it's working. It's not really great, but it's basic proof of concept of what I'm going to be doing with semi-fluid generators. I'm going to be moving these over like that, one at a time. Actually, probably three at a time, but... Okay, back to the distillery. 2 circuits, 2 glass, and machine casing. Pretty doable. Okay. I think it's unlikely that I'm going to finish the blast furnace today. I'll do as much as I can infrastructure-wise. This is achievable today. That's not bad. Need a bunch of machines and stuff. Most of that's probably... I need one more steel, don't I? Most of this is not that bad. Hiding the wrought iron. Okay, 2 circuits and 2 glass. Red alloy. I think I should... No. Is the redstone... Oh, I could do... Yes, redstone alloy. Could I do this with all the machines that I have now? No, because it requires the blast furnace. Okay. Easy answer. It's just keep getting worse. Okay, so this is going to be producing... Actually, it's just producing lubricant that goes into cells. Yeah, seems pretty convenient. Very effective early. Where with the redstone alloy cable, 16 amps, 32 volts. Okay, the distillery now needs to make lubricant, which a creosote oil makes lubricant on circuit 24. If I mean, the moment I get the blast furnace and I can run a single craft for cobalt, it will be great. I need like multiple though. I guess I probably need 4 semi-fluid generators if I want to actually run primarily with that to start. But I guess I could do like 3 plus the turbine or 3 plus gas turbine or something. Can I bucket it in? No, I can't. I guess I'll have to pump it in, kind of like I'm doing over here. Okay, lubricant in the distillery. Yeah, I was thinking, because I was checking power stuff. Battery buffers might be the early, depending on how expensive they are. Oh, those are really cheap. It's probably battery buffer to get enough to make semi-fluids. Like just enough to work with. 'Cause those are really not expensive. They only carry 2048 EU. So would I need more than that? Well, no, I just have to produce enough. It just needs to supply that amount over the course. I guess I have to figure out the recipe for a battery. Then what's the battery? The 2040... Yeah, okay, 32,000. What's the 2048 value on the battery buffer then? Oh, there's a lot of types of batteries. It's kind of cool. It's not just only one type. Cadmium batteries, cadmium, which is not relevant. But back here. So I can make lubricant now. I just have to get lubricant into it. Remember the battery's here. Battery hulls. It gets weirder after that. Weird. Note that if you make the battery alloy in the mixer, you need to use dust. But if you use the alloy smelter, you can use either. Storing and transforming EU. How to get sodium and lithium. Lepidolite and spodumene are good sources of lithium. So I have sources for that already. Lithium can be washed or centrifuged. I don't think I have the washing thing to get that yet. I guess. Yeah, lithium, centrifuge, lithium dust. That's not the right thing. Spodumene can be macerated centrifuge for alumina. They're purified can get lithium. If you wash it, then you macerate it again, then you can get that. Or the lepidolite as an ore washing output. Or as a centrifuge as well. And the lithium battery is probably better if I could make it. Doesn't seem... Yeah, it's not horrible. If I could find the... Yeah, lead and antimony, which I might have already. I have to get... I guess I can temporarily have this importing. But yeah, but what is with the battery buffer? Like it has. Does the machine itself have a capacity, just a really small capacity, and then the batteries then have a buffer on top of that? Because otherwise, I don't know why it has a value there. Kind of unclear from an outside. It might explain it in the quest. Oops, wrong path. Now I can get this. Okay, so yeah, so it is basically, it has its own buffer. It's just that's not a... Its buffer is not particularly relevant. I'm gonna put this on a bat. No, I can output the lubricant. Once this empties, I can put the lubricant into the tank. That will be a plan, and I probably want lithium batteries. Those seem like a good plan. That noise is not nice. It's just low enough that you could, it's not like loud, but it's noisy. In a very weird way. Okay, but that'd be questing. I didn't finish that quest apparently. And then lead. Wait, thaumaturgy? Oh, because the lead quest is that one. Wait, they're saying the steam boiler, the advanced boiler is more efficient than the high pressure boiler. Maybe I should make these. Because that's fairly cheap. 750, only use the one that's below temp. Antimony or antimony. So stibnite to make this. Tetrahedrite, whatever. Stibnite coal gives antimony. Do I even have stibnite? Oh wait, that's the thing mining in the nether. Okay, the lubricant needs to be cells. Which I then need to can. I need the canner anyway. It's just tin casings, okay. Something just made a noise. That might not have been the correct recipe. Okay, that's fine. This is struggling. No. It sounded like this was what was complaining. It is, just only occasionally. Oh, it is 30 EU per tick, and it is beyond. It is 4 tin cables away. That makes sense, I think. And then I added this, and that didn't help. I'm gonna need even more than that, because this quest is very... It asks for 8. Okay. This step just needs more crafting. This step just needs crafting. It doesn't need infrastructure. Output bus is the same as the input. Input output are the same. Input hatch is a little more expensive. Maintenance looks like a real pain. Not difficult, just a pain. The muffler outputs the pollution. Do not obstruct. Reduces pollution to 100%. So you need a bunch. Yeah, I think the lubricant there. Okay, I guess I can probably not do this. Turn that off and let this process. Yeah, and like eventually it will matter, but they didn't set a if the pollution is 100% then change the text. It's just the same formatting no matter what. Because it doesn't really matter that much. Dig into the wall here. I don't like how dark this is. Yeah, I think that's about what the LV is going to look like once they finish mining it. And I'm not full on garbage. Okay, well I'm here. I'll just let that run and complain. It doesn't seem to be any issues with letting it run. It just complains occasionally, which is annoying from an audio perspective, but could I be doing this better? Could I be outputting this into it directly? No. Good. That's probably more coke oven bricks than I've ever crafted manually in any Minecraft world I've ever played. Maybe even all of them combined. Just drop one of these down, get some sticks. Okay, I need to figure out what to focus on. I'm just milling about. I need to figure out a goal for right now. I could start making these. I mean, molten tin. That's 1 ingot per, so I need 16 ingots, that's easy. Melting it and getting it in is actually super easy as well, I think. I should be able to do it with the extractor. Yeah. Didn't check the tier, but mica. Oh, it's 4 from that. So that's... Okay, so 2 insulator sheets per... Let's do this. 2 insulator sheets. Means 8 of those. Okay, so I need 16 of these, which means 128 of these, which means 32 of those, which means 32. 32, and that's kind of all I need to track. It's surprisingly cheap compared to what it could have been. 32 of these. Let's do this. I'm gonna use those. Yeah, very, very cheap. Are you downsizing it to make it more... I guess it's Earth-like. Are they Earth scale? Are they becoming less? Or are they super big to begin with and now they're more regular size? I need a bunch of that. That's gonna keep complaining. I guess I should really quickly check. Can I... Pretty sure I can't. Yep, figures. That's fair enough. Okay. So like, still big, but less big. Because it's still big for a moon. Fairly big for a moon. It's not even necessarily, I don't know. I guess it's all about the scale of the moon to the planet. What that makes it big or not. 16 raw rubber and 24 mica dust. Mica dust is the whole process from mica, which means I need 12. Mica is very cheap. Ooh, it's a slow process. Wow. Doesn't even do 12 at a time. Yeah, that's why like the this size of a moon. It's like, if you had a moon the size of the Earth somehow going around the Earth, because I guess it's super low density, it's super light. Or low mass, not light. Then it would be crazy. But something the size of the Earth going around Jupiter is a lot less. Okay. Oh, actually this is really helpful. Doing this recipe, because for the ones that actually have the recipe set up, it actually tracks the circuits. That's super good. I kind of disregarded that for a minute. The pain of my existence. Okay. Give me 2 bamboo so that they stop falling in the one place I can't grab them after they finish their job. Or 1, that's good enough. Always fall in the one place that I can't get them. Okay, this is mixer, which I crafted because I needed it anyway. 1, 2. Yeah, this doesn't need water, right? Good. So, this will give me the mica-based pulp, which will take a very long time. The next step, mica-based sheets, will need asbestos dust, which is pretty cheap. I don't know where I have my asbestos. Kind of wish I had to worry about asbestos, like stay far away from it type of deal. Clean beginning again, but on your own terms, so a little bit preferable. Or I say very much preferable. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do I actually need? Like 470 or something. Oh, what the heck? What a weird... Everything about that's just weird. Only 1 more go and I'll have the mica-based pulp, then I can add the asbestos. I need to alloy smelt it with quartzite, which I might not be able to do yet. Might have to do some processing to get the quartzite. So you need to get Certus quartz ore, which I think I have some of. Macerate it. Don't have an ore washing plant, but I can wash it to get purified. That can then be processed. Impure Certus. It looks like centrifuge is the way to go. Or I could find specifically quartzite veins, which maybe I already have. What's it? Set to 1. That's the it's the forming press. Whoops. Did I get any quartzite? If not, I guess I have to go hunting in the nether. Well, guess I have to go back to the nether. How many iron plates do I have? None. Yeah, it's normal stuff. I should just need 8 plus 12. It's 20. So I'm probably not going to be able to finish that crafting, am I? Quartz vein, quartzite vein, nether quartz vein. I guess if I get nether quartz, I can get quartzite. And if I get quartzite, I can get more quartzite. Yep. I'm pretty sure I've seen a vein of nether quartz though. If only. I definitely have to shut down one of these. Oh, fair enough. Drained all of my steam. Running this alloy smelter. Okay. I should have a normal hammer. I don't think I broke it, did I? I must have broken it. Which means... He should not die in one hit in the nether. That's what I really need to make sure. Yeah, that's gonna fill up. $30 per tick. Not even... Wait, how much is that? 2080 U per tick. It's very expensive. Oh, I have the 2 lubricant. I need 8 for the quest. Interesting. There's a lot of ways that could be done. There could be metaphorical, or it could be literal. But I don't know if literal is realistic. Metaphorical probably, but... Oh, I guess that could be both. Because you can do stupid stuff that involves head trauma, and then it's a bit of both. Wait. Oh, it does change. I don't... To me, this looks like this should be the disabled state, where there's a line blocking, like, gears moving. But it's a bending machine, so this is what it's bending in the middle. That's what's happening. Okay, that makes sense. Took a bit, but it makes sense. Hopefully, it's not too brain cell destroying. Okay, into the nether. With a bunch of garbage that I don't really need to carry with me, as always. I don't know. It probably explodes. Unlike a certain future. I'm gonna call that a robot a creature. Though I think a robot is explicitly not a creature because it's a robot. Though maybe a robot would take offense to that. I should bring him. Ah, whatever. If I die, I die. Need to remember that I can hang glide. That sound effect is slightly freaky as always. I remember seeing... Oh. Can't remember if that's a blaze spawner or a ghast spawner. I think it's blazes. Oh, that just exploded. Whoops. Very aggressive bat. Oh, that's instantly lit on fire. Good fun. I love the nether. Okay, I'm here in a safe location to check my map. Quartzite. Oh, I already found a quartzite vein. How did I find a quartzite vein? Did I just mine it while exploring? Was it exposed to the surface? Maybe it is just the vein right here. Well, that's all I need. Get that off the bar. Okay. raw quartzite can be processed into quartzite, which I can use to make mica-based sheets. That's enough for now. Oops. Now I need to get out of here and not die. Any sort of bending machines can be out for blood. Even ignoring the reference. That's a terrible spawn. Please? This is happening too frequently. Wonder what the issue is. It's a very consistent spawning in the ground. I don't know why it does that. Nah, they'll despawn eventually. Just don't think about it. That steam does not look like it's producing. But it is. It's just really slow. Closer together for visual reasons? Ah, yes. So visually it's useful. Quartzite 16, okay. I need all this stuff back. Okay, that's done. I can turn forming press back on. Hopefully. So this will process just fine. It will take a little while, 20 seconds each times 860. It's not that bad. There's nothing happening over there because I haven't been collecting or processing coal. I really need to be processing coal at all times. Gathering at the very least. I should always have coal ready to go for more steel, because as it is, I don't have any. Yeah, the limit. I think it's down here that I was mostly mine. Ooh. What are the odds I can... Classic Enderman. Coward. It actually did just run away, didn't even come to chase me, which is very weird. Fine. The little indicator in the top right about how hungry you are is kind of funny. Or how hungry the player is very funny. It's not really conveying new information, just it pops up so it notifies you that something has changed. Oh, fair enough. Very relaxed. It's been a while since I've had to mine. Modded mining is much more relaxed than vanilla. Vanilla, you'll have a pick at best. No 2x2 hammers or anything. That's good enough for now. She loves letting the gardens just grow. It's very fun. These ones are interesting. They do grow on the grass, but they seem to prefer the nether rack. Like they're close enough together that anything beyond a certain distance is affected by both equally. Like it's sort of a balanced load. I'll deal with that later. So yeah, it's like a binary system that's actually the sort of more interesting. Actually, they're both kind of interesting in their own way. But I guess the I don't know, internal idea, at least in my mind, of a binary. For me, the image of a binary system is more two stars that behave as the primary, like the central point. Okay, this is one. Okay, I will make the cupronickel today, and that's where I will halt once I have this. I need molten tin. 2,304. This should be just 16. Yep, 16 tin. Needs to be melted down. go to 1, or this, no, that's the bending machine, this is 3. Huh. So at the very least, okay, there's something about eclipses. I don't know how that reflects on binary systems. There could be implications of eclipsing. The primary... Detached, semi-detached. I do not know. And actually, I'm turn this on for a bit. Have these go into here. So we need to make an electrolyzer, which will be a craft. I already have most of that, don't I? Guess we just grab all those. Should be able to make a bunch of circuits if I actually grab the vacuum tubes. Limited by resistors, which is not that bad. I can go back and make more. I mean, I could imagine sufficiently advanced species doing it for the science. Like, they're curious about what exactly would happen in this case, because, I don't know, they can't just simulate it for whatever reason. Because they're advanced enough to launch stars, but not advanced enough to run accurate simulations of stuff like that. I don't think that would make sense, but so it would just be for the fun of it then. I'm just running around for, oh yeah, I need to melt the tin. Look at this. It's being produced. And then the copper nickel blocks are almost ready to go. Large fluid extractor? That's medium voltage. That's already, no, that's, is that really a medium voltage tier? I guess tungsten steel is probably medium voltage. No, cryogenic, the vacuum freezers later. Or is it like end? It's EV. Which means it's definitely not a medium voltage. It just uses medium voltage superconductor coils as an option. Oh yeah, Ivy. Good, good, good. That looks much too complicated. 30 EU per tick. 30, I definitely can't run both of those. as annoying as EU is to work with, I do kind of miss the separate power systems before the, like, complete mixing all the powers into, like, RF? No, it's not RF anymore, is it? FP? I'm trying to think, like, FP would be like forge power, but I can't remember if that's what they ended up going with. Yeah, not enough power because I was running both, which was a bad idea. Cupra nickel blocks. I'll be most, like this one. This one's not bad. Input output buses are not bad. Needs refined glue, which needs moving stuff around, but that's not that bad. Input output hatch is also not bad. Maintenance hatch is a bit of a pain, but not bad. Muffler is pretty simple. The low voltage energy hatch is actually most of the way there. I just have to get the liquid from here into an assembly machine. It shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I can output, I don't even need a canner, I can output this into a tank and then just fill stuff up. Okay, so previously they weren't really behaving how you wanted. Can I repair these again? Rubber. Yeah, I need to do that. I remember. And make sure that I'm always trying to make treated or tanned leather instead of having to make it when I need it. Chicken. Don't know why. Again, I'm really surprised there's a chicken there. I don't know if it was a case of them swimming there or if they walk. No, they have to have swum at least. Swam. This boot jump plus hang glider is so nice. Okay, I was crafting... Where was I crafting those? Did I store them in here? Yes. Okay, so a bunch of leather. Bound leather. Restricted by string. Restricted by leather. Which I should have like a reasonable amount of, but I'm just bad at locating it. That's fine. I'll let that sit there. And when that processes, I can get it into the filter. And I will be good to go. Oh. Interesting. Empty cells. I hope that didn't ruin anything. Boom. Those are 2 big steps. So I have 2 of those to craft. 1 of those to craft. I don't think that's... No, that's not happening. That to craft, which I'll have to piece together the types, but... You know what? I'll leave that blank. Maintenance, muffler, and 2 of these. I think none of that's awful. Most of it I have the infrastructure for. I just need to process the lubricant, which is slow. But I should be able to achieve that next time. And then I won't be able to do anything because I don't have power, but... Either gonna focus on that, or take a hard left turn into magic. But probably not magic. That's probably not what I'm gonna focus on. I wanted to delay that because it is not the most fun. Yeah, I can imagine. Imagine it gets easier with every tier. And the only reason to do that would be getting a brewing stand. And if I just have gear, I can explore a roguelike, some roguelike dungeons to hope to find a brewing stand. And that would probably be good enough. So yeah, it's probably best to not do magic yet. I'm making good progress on my coke ovens. I'm at, I don't want to count or do basic math, so I'm currently at 387 out of 494. So I'm gonna stop here for today. I'm gonna finish crafting the blast furnace next time. Okay, what day is tomorrow? Tomorrow? 23. I'll probably play tomorrow, because I might not be here on the 24th, because that's Christmas Eve. And I don't know. Family stuff feels... appropriate. Yeah. Or, -2 days to the 20th. Was almost 2 days for me. Christmas is a fun enough day. It's a nice day to see people. When was the I honestly can't... One of my cousins is visiting their family and we all meet up. I don't remember the last time I saw the cousin. It was probably 1 or 2 years ago. But it's been a while. Actually, might have even been exactly Christmas last year. Yeah. Sick around the holidays is I think I'm fortunate enough to have never gotten sick around the holidays. I say that, I'm gonna get sick tomorrow and then have to suffer, but I should stop. I'll probably be back soon. The holidays I might not be doing anything for a couple days. I might. It all depends on timings and stuff, but probably better if people are hanging out with their family if they're able to. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. It's always great. I hope you're... Actually, no, you don't actually have anything in your world that you've mentioned that is an issue, because you finished the blast furnace, even if it used up every single piece of your steel. So I don't know. Hopefully, whatever it is you do next goes well. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, the cables. That's what you were mentioning that you were going to work on. But that's not really a challenge, right? That's just making them. But it was a good time. Yeah. There's gonna be so many cables, I guess. Oh yeah, because if they're lossless, you can run them however far you want, and you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. And I hope the moving the stars closer and changing the sizes of moons doesn't cause a total collapse of the system. Which it probably shouldn't, but I hope that goes well. I hope everyone has a nice day, evening, night, morning. Those are kind of all the times zones. Even if it does, it's not too bad to rebuild and fix. But yeah, have a nice time. Bye bye.